हरिः ओम् स्वागतं सर्वेषाम् अस्माकं 13 वार्षिकोत्सवे. So welcome to everyone. This is our 13th anniversary. 2011 2011 वर्षादारभ्य पाठाः प्रचलन्ति. अत्र तु गृहे तु 2013 वर्षात् आरभ्य पाठाः संस्कृतपाठाः संस्कृतवर्गाः पाठ्यमानाः सन्ति. अतः 13 वर्षाणि गतानि. 14 वर्षस्य आरम्भः भगवतः श्रीकृष्णस्य कृपया भवतां सर्वेषामपि आदरेण एवम् अत्र संस्कृतवर्गाः प्रचाल्यमानाः सन्ति. सर्वेषामपि अभिनन्दनानि. गीता संस्कृतपाठशाला इति अत्र संस्कृतवर्गाः सन्ति. आरम्भवर्गः संस्कृतपरिचयः इति. संस्कृतपरिचयः यत्र देवनागरी अपि पाठ्यते. अत्र विदेशेषु जाताः बालाः ये देवनागरीं न जानन्ति, यां कामपि भारतीयभाषामपि न जानन्ति, तेषां कृते अथवा प्रौढाः अपि ये देवनागरीं न जानन्ति, तेषां सर्वेषां कृते संस्कृतपरिचयः इति वर्गः, यत्र देवनागरी पाठ्यते. अ आ इति आरभ्य संस्कृतेन संस्कृतपदैः संस्कृतपरिचयः क्रियते तत्र. अनन्तरं संस्कृतप्रवेशः इति. संस्कृतप्रवेशः यत्र भाषायां प्रवेशः भवति. अभ्यासपुस्तकम् इति संस्कृतभारत्याः पुस्तकस्तरः, यत्र संस्कृतभाषायाः प्राथमिकविषयाः पाठ्यन्ते. सरलानि पदानि, सरलानि वाक्यानि. सम्भाषण सोपानस्य प्रथमं सोपानं तत्र भवति संस्कृतप्रवेशः इति. So these are the two beginner level classes. Samskrita Parichaya for those who do not know Sanskritam at all and also do not even know how to write Devanagari, the script. For the benefit of them, because without Devanagari script, it is difficult to learn Sanskritam. So in that level, students are introduced to Devanagari and of course Samskrita shlokas, Samskritam words, Devanagari. Let us start through Samskritam, through using Samskritam words and Samskritam shlokas. Then there is Samskrita Pravesha. Samskrita Pravesha. Samskrita Pravesha is actually introduction to the language, basics, sentences, prarthana shlokas, subhashitas, introduction to the language and conversation. Simple. Abhyasa pustakam level. ततः गीता सोपान पुस्तकानि संस्कृत भारत्याः. गीता सोपानस्य प्रथमभागः, यत्र भाषायां प्रवेशः भवति. वस्तुतया 7 विभक्तीनां पाठः भवति. अनन्तरं 4 लकाराः पाठ्यन्ते. So Gita Sopana 1 is the real introduction in depth to the language, where you learn all the vibhaktis, lakaras, introduction to Vyakaranam. Gita Sopanasya Dvitiya Bhagah. So, yatra भाषायाः सर्वे अंशाः विशेषण विशेष्य भावः कर्तरि कर्मणि प्रयोगः एवं सर्वे मुख्याः संस्कृतभाषायाः विषयाः गीतासोपानस्य द्वितीयस्तरे पाठ्यन्ते। अनन्तरं गीताव्याकरणवर्गः इति, यत्र सर्वे व्याकरणांशाः पाठ्यन्ते। संधिः, समासः, कारकम् इति संस्कृतव्याकरणांशाः सर्वे अपि गीताव्याकरणवर्गे पाठ्यन्ते। अनन्तरम् अन्वयक्रमे कथं काव्यानि, भगवद्गीता वा श्लोकाः कथं पठितव्याः अन्वयक्रमेण इति पाठ्यते गीताव्याकरणवर्गे। So in Gita Vyakaranam, you learn the all grammatical aspects of Sanskrit language, and also how to read and understand Sanskrit slokas oneself without the aid of any translation. Because slokas all in Samskritam, they follow chandas. They are not in the prose order. So to understand a Gita sloka, you have to put that first in a prose order and then understand the meaning. For that, you need to learn the basics of Vyakaranam. We don't learn sutras, Parani sutras and all that, but enough Vyakaranam to be able to read and understand shlokas. And we use Bhagavad Gita. So, Gita Vyakaranam Bhagavad Gitaya, Gitayaha Pathanam, Adhyayanam, Samskritena, Samskrita Vyakaranena. So, why we should learn all this? Samskrita Praveshaha, Parichayaha, Gita Sopana, Pratama Bhagaha, Ditya Bhagaha, Gita Vyakaranam. Why should I learn all that? There's so many nice English translations of Bhagavad Gita available, right? And even Ramayana, Mahabharata. Why should one learn Samskritam? Right? The most common question. Because every Sanskrit scripture that is out there, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Puranani, Upanishadah, Bhagavad Gita, they're all not just language, some language scriptures in some language which you need to read and enjoy. They convey deep message, Sanatana Dharma, everything which is in Samskritam, whether it is Ramayana, Mahabharata, Kavyani, or just Kalidasasya, Avijnana Shakuntalam, or Kumara Sambhavam, or what to say about Upanishads or Bhagavad Gita, or even if you take Subhashita. Everything, the common thread, if you observe, is Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma Kaha. Take Ramayana. It is about Sanatana Dharma. It is not about the God Rama or goddess Sita. Or Mahabharatam is not about special Arjuna, Dharmaraja, Bhagavan Krishna. That is not the main. The main thread is the Sanatana Dharma. So through Ramayanam, the core message is how when a person goes through difficulties in life, which is what life throws at us, right? How one can continue to perform the Sanatana Dharma for the benefit of everybody. So that is Ramayanam, Sri Rama, Sita, Lakshmana, what they have gone through to be able to perform Sanatana Dharma even under most trying circumstances. And Mahabharatam, same thing. Dharmaraja, Pandavas, they pursued Sanatana Dharma in spite of the most trying circumstances, troubles caused by the Kauravas, and ultimately a war, and which they had to fight and unfortunately kill, right, people. So Arjuna said, no, I don't want to kill my own people. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna had to tell him, you are not killing and they are not being killed. It is your dharma as a Kshatriya. Kshatriya dharma is what is Kshatriya dharma? To protect the land, to protect the people from bad rule. In that process, war was inevitable. So that was his dharma, Kshatriya dharma. Right? And if you read Mahabharatam, at the end, who went ultimately to Swarga, meaning moksha, who got with Sashariram? It was Dharmaraja. It was not Bhima, it was not Arjuna. It was Dharmaraja. Because he followed Sanatana Dharma. Dharmaraja, Yudhishthira, he is the hero of Mahabharata. Hero in the sense, demonstration of Sanatana Dharma. So to understand that, to understand Sanatana Dharma, you have to really understand what is being said in Samskritam, in any of these scriptures. Okay, that is fine, but why not I read just a translation? Because the words cannot be translated perfectly into any other language. Simple. Brahman, Atma, Karma, Dharmaha. There are no English words. So Dharmaha, Sanatana Dharmaha. How do you translate Sanatana Dharmaha into English? So Dharma is a duty. Sanatana, nobody really understands the meaning of Sanatana. They loosely translate is ancient Indian duty, or the Vedic duty, something. Vedic duty. No. Sanatana Dharmaha. Sada Nutanam. Ever new. It is ever new. Dharmaha. There is no English word. Dharyate jagadanena iti dharmaha. Dharma, Sanatana Dharma. Dharma is Sanatana, is eternal. Why it is eternal? Because it is independent of the time, independent of the culture, the changing. People change, cultures change. One society dominating other. The things change as times change. But what does not change is the Sanatana Dharma, that by which Dharyate Jagamidat idam jagatidam. So the universe, as you can see, is functioning beautifully, perfectly. You may see there will be things, big changes, destruction taking place in the cosmos. If you see, stars are born. The birth of stars and death of stars is a process of great destruction. But at the end of it, stars are born. Solar system is born. Sun and Earth, planet Earth and life. Without the solar system, the way it is functioning, there won't be life on Earth. If sun is not shining and giving us light, And if Earth is not exactly at the distance from the sun, if Earth is not rotating the way it is rotating, the angle at which it rotates, there is no humanity, there is no life. So everything in place, synchronized, everything beautifully balanced. That's what enables the life on this planet Earth, perhaps elsewhere that we don't know. So the sun doesn't know that it is performing Sanatana Dharma. The earth doesn't know. It rotates. Tree. We cut trees. We destroy trees. We don't treat even animals properly. But the tree performs its dharma, Sanatana Dharma. It always gives you shade. Even for the people who cut the tree, you go stand under the tree, it gives you shade. Why? That is the dharma. That is the dharma of tree, to give us fruits, to give us shade. So to understand Sanatana Dharma, you have to look at the nature. Look at animals. Look at the tree. No problem. They perform Sanatana Dharma naturally because they don't have the mind, which is fortunate and unfortunate. But for us, such a simple thing becomes so difficult because our mind dominates. Instead of mind being in antarindriyam to help us perform Sanatana Dharma, it is the same mind which makes us difficult to even understand what Sanatana Dharma is. Chaya manyasya kurvanti tishtanti swayamatape phalanyapi pararthaya vrikshaha satpurusha iva. So the trees stand under hot sun and they give us shade. Even fruits, right? They're the most dearest for the tree because for it to sustain, fruits are important. But even that fruits, api pararthaya, trees don't eat the fruits. Vrikshaha satpurusha iva. I would say satpurushaha vrikshaha iva. So that is the essence of Sanatana Dharma. So Sanatana Dharma is that the way of life. It doesn't mean it is a sacrifice you live for others. No, living for oneself is living for others. Sanatana Dharma. So, what do we want? To protect this body, we need that. How much we need that to protect our body? Work hard. Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhuhu ma te sangostva karmani. So we have to, this body is meant for working. We work hard. Knowing that, so working hard is for results, but you are not craving for results. You are not attached to results. You work hard. There is pleasure in working itself. Right? So we learn Samskritam. Yeah, come to the program doing. This is our way of doing it. What happens? What is the result? Doesn't matter. So whether you are working in the office, you are a student studying. Yeah, you study well so that you get good grades. But when you are studying, enjoying studying itself. Learning itself is a joy. Whether you get good grades or not is a result, which happens in the future. Result. If you are worried about that, you cannot do a good job now. In any case, we don't have control on the future. Ma phaleshu kadachana. Because the results happen as a result of several factors our efforts, and there are other factors, many in our control, many not in our control. So that is again Sanatana Dharma, doing what is right, is good. And helping others, right? Whatever we work hard, we earn, how much we do really consume, whatever we earn, how much this body needs. Think about it. You may earn millions and billions, but what actually one consumes, how much this body needs to survive. So you may think that I'm earning this much millions, so this is all for my family or whatever, I'm going to save it. No, it is just your desire, wishful thinking. When you go, you would consume whatever this body can consume physically, mentally, and go. And the rest has to be enjoyed by others. You cannot take it. You cannot consume it while you are alive, and you cannot take it with you. So do your karma, and then karma phale apeksha mava. And see our samskara, another example of Sanatana Dharma, you may not realize. What is our samskara when you see any person? First thing is namaskaraha evam kurmaha. Right? I hope the kids today are being taught that. We're all taught that. When you see a person, we say namaskaraha. Why not hi, hello? Why not that? What is the difference? Whether you do this or this, both are just, using the hands. Then why this? Because aham brahmasmi tattvamasi samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam parameshwaram vinashyatsu avinashyantam yo pashyati sapashyati. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam parameshwaram vinashyatsu avinashyantam yaha pashyati sapashyati. We think that I am different, me, he. But if you understand Bhagavad Gita, not by through translation or not blind chanting, but actually studying with Bhashyam in Samskritam, to really understand what it is teaching you. One clear message is Bhagavan is literally everywhere. It is not a philosophical statement. It is a fact. Just like, you see, all the bulbs are glowing here, this light. They're different, physically different. You say that, no, this bulb is giving light. That bulb is giving light. Different bulbs. So different bodies, different people. But what is actually giving light? Think about it. It is electricity passing through all these bulbs, fans, whatever. Is that electricity different? Electricity in this bulb is different from the other electricity? No. It is the same energy, same electricity flowing through every. The bulbs may look different, may be made different. Some may shine brighter, some may shine less. But the source is the same. Similarly, we may have different bodies, but that which is in me, samam sarveshu bhutesu, samam is same. It is the same Paramatma which is in me, which is in you, which is everywhere. So if those who do not see this, Bhagavan Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, he says, na pashyati. Those who cannot see this are not seeing. They are blind. That is the message of Bhagavad Gita. So it is the same. There is no difference. So if you understand that, then Sanatana, that is understanding, that is Sanatana Dharma. Once you understand that, there won't be kama, krodha, or selfishness, those things won't arise. There won't be war. There won't be countries difference, division. There won't be division of religions. I'm Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Indian, American. No. Vasudeva sutam devam kamsa chanuramardanam devaki paramanandam krishnam vande jagadgurum. Bhagavan Krishna Jagadguru, universal teacher. Bhagavad Gita is universal message. Why? Because we Indians are great, Hindus are great, Bhagavan Krishna is great, Bhagavad Gita is great, so it is the best in the universe. No, that is not the reason. It is great. What makes it great? It is universal. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu. In every being, not in Indians or Hindus or no, every being, human being. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu. See the beauty of it. And when we chant a Shanti mantra, what do we say? Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. What is the meaning of the Shanti mantra? Let everybody be free from disease, let everybody be free from troubles, let everybody be peaceful, happy. Not that I be happy, my family be happy, my country be happy, or my religion be happy. No, everybody. That is universal. Just imagine if everybody in the world learns Samskritam, learns Bhagavad Gita, understands Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is not for Indians. So then there won't be war. There won't be this, everywhere there is violence, right? Wars going on, people being killed in the name of religion. This would not. So Sanatana Dharma, learning Samskritam, has never been more important than today. Learning Samskritam, understanding Sanatana Dharma is most urgent thing today. Not going into moon, or advanced technology. What do we do with it? Technology is good. But what if we are killing each other and we cannot even live peacefully, live happily? So what is more important today for everybody, every society, is to understand Sanatana Dharma and perform it. So that is the important thing today, is to understand Sanatana Dharma. You cannot understand Sanatana Dharma. You cannot even understand words like Atma, Dharma. So I explained at length what is Dharma, Sanatana Dharma. Even Dharma, if you read in English, it will say duty. See, do you think whatever I explained today is a duty? No, it is not a duty. It is the only way one has to live so that life itself is harmonious, harmony. The universe, there is harmony everywhere, but there is disharmony, discord only in human life. So if we understand what is Sanatana Dharma and actually live Sanatana Dharma, then there will be true Ramarajyam, right? We heard of Ramarajyam, or that will be. So that is the reason why we must learn Samskritam. You cannot translate this into English, just not possible. So learning Samskritam, and then through Samskritam, understanding Bhagavad Gita. Chanting is good, but chanting is not enough. Chanting will not give you understanding. If you are learning physics, Will you take a physics book and keep chanting it night and day and you will understand physics? No. You have to learn it, understand. Bhagavad Gita, all our scriptures are for learning, understanding Ramayana, Mahabharata. So you just don't chant them. Chant them is good. Chanting is good. But it is like chanting physics, chemistry. Not enough. You have to understand. To understand, you need to learn Samskritam. Astu. Atra sthapayami. So that is the reason why we have this Gita Samskrita Patashala. We are learning Samskritam through Bhagavad Gita. We are trying to learn Bhagavad Gita through Samskritam. That's why after Gita Vyakaranam, we have the Gita Adhyanam class every Saturday at 8:15 p.m. US Eastern Standard Time. Every Saturday. We completed 6 chapters, starting 7th chapter next Saturday. So all are welcome. Gita Adhyanam. But since not everybody is at the same level, I'm just like I'm talking now in English. So Gita Adhyanam is taught simultaneously in Samskritam also, English also, English explanation also. Explanation can be in English. So those of you who may not know Vyakaranam and all that, may not know Samskritam well, no problem. Still, you will get the benefit. So I welcome you all to join Gita Adhyanam class every Saturday, where we go through like every shloka from this point of view, through the what is the Sanatana Dharma. So please do that. So that's why our Patashala is called Gita Samskrita Patashala. It is not only about Gita. Once you have this capability, you will be able to study any Samskritam scripture, Ramayana, Mahabharata, etc., and then take benefit of Astu. Sthapayamaha. Astu. Now, this Patashala, all this is not by one person for one person. So you don't get the impression that I am doing it alone, or no, not at all. It is with the kind help of teachers, karyakartaraha, volunteers, and of course passionate students like you. So I want to introduce and welcome our teachers. Idanim asmakam shikshakan shikshikascha ahvayami स्वपरिचयं कर्तुं प्रथमं अस्माकं ज्येष्ठ शिक्षिकां प्रिया भगिनी कल्पना महोदयाम् आह्वयामि. कल्पना महोदय.
हरिः ओम्. नमस्काराः. मम नाम कल्पना. अहं भारतदेशे तेलङ्गाणाराज्ये हैदराबाद् नगरे वसामि. न्यूयार्क् गीता संस्कृतपाठशालायाः गीताध्ययनवर्गस्य छात्रा अस्मि. गीतासोपानं द्वितीयस्तरवर्गस्य सहायशिक्षिका अपि अस्मि. धन्यवादाः.
इदानीम् अहं वेङ्कटमहोदयम् आह्वयामि.
धन्यवादः महोदय. हरिः ओम्. मम नाम वेङ्कटेशः. अहम् अमेरिकादेशे कनेटिकट् राज्ये फेर्फील्ड् नगरे वसामि. पुनः एकवारं सर्वेषाम् अस्माकं वार्षिकोत्सवे आह्वयामि. धन्यवादः.
इदानीम् अहं सूर्यामहोदयाम् आह्वयामि.
हरिः ओम्. नमस्कारः. मम नाम सूर्यकुमारी. अहं न्यूयार्क् राष्ट्रे जेरिको नगरे वसामि. अहं गीता संस्कृतपाठशालायां संस्कृत अध्ययनवर्गे पठामि. अहं संस्कृतपरिचय संस्कृतप्रवेशवर्गौ च पाठयामि. सर्वेषां स्वागतं. धन्यवादः.
इदानीम् अहं नन्दना महोदयाम् आह्वयामि.
हरिः ओम्. नमस्काराः. मम नाम नन्दना. अहं केलिफोर्निया राज्ये फ्रीमोण्ट् नगरे वसामि. अहं गीतापाठशालायां गीता अध्ययनवर्गे पठामि। अहं गीतापरिचयवर्गस्य सहायशिक्षिका अपि अस्मि। धन्यवादाः।
धन्यवादाः।